You the guy?
You got the money?
Yeah.
Pleasure doing business with you.
My name is...
No names, just transactions.
Finally, after years of searching for it, I finally got my hands on it.
Here, let me help. Why spend all that time looking for a movie, right?
This movie's kind of weird.
I'm sure you've heard it all. It doesn't represent the source material. The mage uses her magic once. Marlon Wayans is really annoying in this movie.
Okay, on that last one, I have to agree with you a little bit.
Regardless, through 107 minutes of research and figuring out how to get to the special features menu.
But it was what was in this menu that I discovered that I found perplexing.
Within the menu was a section of deleted scenes, and at first I thought, given how the rest of the movie was, what was so bad they had to delete it from the film?
The scenes that were cut from the movie were plot points. Or in other words, this film was a hack job because these scenes were cut out.
Alright, so this first scene isn't really that important, but it does show that they got one of the creators of D&D to appear in the film. Why did they cut this?
Also, this part with Jeremy Irons is freaking hilarious.
Next.
I actually find this scene quite fascinating.
This scene takes place directly after Profion sets the lake on fire. It shows that he is cunning. He is trying to blame the Empress for starting the fire. In doing so, showing that he has the entirety of the Wizard Council eating directly out of the palm of his hand. Much like a politician.
Well, obviously, Profion is a
wizard. It's a shame this scene was cut. Had it been left in, Profion would have been more than just a man wringing his hands in the background. I also want to give credit to the costume designer here, as Profion is dressed entirely in white in this scene, which is film language for, he good guy.
What was a dragon doing on the shore of Sunda?
This scene is also important as well, for a couple reasons. The first of which being...
See this guy here? What's his name? You can't answer, can you, without Googling it? There's a simple reason for that. This scene, this deleted scene, is a scene where we learn his name. Well, I will not stand for the diminution of a proud dwarvish character, and I shall be calling him by his dwarvish name. What was it again?
I'm Elwood Gutworthy of the Oakenshield clan.
Oh. Alright.
We also get some much-needed character development that we didn't get in the movie. Ridley is Mr. Protagonist, Snails is a thief, Elwood Goatworthy of the Oakenshield clan is a proud, no-nonsense dwarf, and Marina is pompous AF.
You're common.
Remember that scene where Ridley and Marina disappear into a scroll for about 10 minutes while Snails flirts with an elf? They actually filmed a scene of what happened in the scroll. Now, this scene isn't too important for the narrative, but it does give us more insight to the characters of Marina and Ridley. While yes, Marina is, as previously said,
Pompous AF.
but here we see that she does have a soft side and is capable of feeling empathy. We also learn why Ridley hates mages. They turned his father into a vegetable. Not literally, it is magic, but you know.
Erased his mind.
Didn't quite finish the effects for the scene though. This scene is more of an establishing shot than anything else. It shows how they get into the Thieves Guild, as well as gives us a bit of character development. Next. This one is kind of cool. We see Ridley chasing after our villains and get a fight scene between the Guildmaster and Elwood Goatworthy of the Oakenshield clan. It's more character development!
Are you noticing a theme here?
But this time from Snails, as he again flirts with the elf. It has occurred to me that we don't know her name either. Next.
I'm 234.
Damn.
I like this scene a lot. Again, we get... as we see Marina deal with the death of Snails and the near death of Ridley. We also learn that Mrs. Elf actually did at least care for Snails, even if it was in her odd elf way. This is also set up for how the group got to the elvish city of the trees.
I am so sorry.
This scene
Was not finished in any conceivable way, but that kind of makes it frickin' glorious.
please, if you would, just watch.
Oh, it's gorgeous, I know!
It's a fun little shot. Will Ridley's in the cave, which shows our villains actually approaching. Next. This is the alternate ending of the film, and quite frankly, I think it makes the film so much better. Yeah, it ends on a more somber note than the other ending, but at least I can tell what is actually going on in this one.
You finally got it. Your big score.
And those were the Dungeons & Dragons deleted scenes. And it just goes to show that sometimes in the editing room you can accidentally discard a gem. I mean, heck, let's go ahead and take a look at who edited this film.
Alright, it looks like her name is Caroline Ross. Wonder if she worked on any other movies of note.
Holy sh!